Hey, Jet fans, what's going on? How we doing today? It's Friday, so we're back live tonight, 8 o'clock. Make sure you call in. Number's 929-477-2651. Talking everything about this Jets-Cowboys game, and obviously, if you heard the news yesterday, things just got a whole lot tougher. Not having Chris Herndon out there in all likelihood, as well as C.J. Mosley, two guys that I think could have had a very positive impact on this game, in addition to getting your quarterback back. Not that these injuries should be used as another excuse for Adam Gase. For some people, they might be. I still see that, even with, the past 4 games, all the excuses. Meanwhile, the Giants last night with Daniel Jones, without Ingram, without Shepard, without Saquon, they're putting up points and they're driving on the Patriots, one of the best defenses in the league. The same Gillette Stadium that we went to with Luke Falk and Le'Veon Bell and all of our other weapons, we couldn't do anything. Our defense and our special team score, but our offense can't do anything. Meanwhile, the Giants get creative. They throw the deep ball to Golden Tate. Those are just the little things that we want to see. Some creativity, some competitiveness, some innovation, all the stuff that we were promised about Adam Gase, let's start to see it now. Like I said in the last video, there's 12 games left. 12 games left to the season where you're probably going to have your quarterback out there for all of them, hopefully, God willing. The offensive line keeps them upright. There's no excuses left. Go out there, produce, put up points, period. So looking at this game, obviously, we're going to get into it a lot more tonight. Offensively, like I said, no excuses. Find a way to put up points. Get Ty Montgomery more involved. Get Bilal Powell more involved. Even Ryan Griffin, he had 50 catches, I think, back in 2016 with the Texans. He's not some scrub tight end that shouldn't be involved in the game plan at all. Trayvon Wesco, he has potential as a blocker. We saw that all of training camp. Let's get him acclimated a little bit. Start using all of your weapons effectively. Period. And then again, on defense, losing Mosley is huge. Just going up against this Cowboys offensive line. I know they're a little bit banged up at the tackle spot right now, with Lyle Collins and Tyron Smith, but those guys all together, that offensive line, even if you're going with the backups or even if they're not at 100%, whatever it may be, that Cowboys offensive line is no joke, and their running back is no joke. So not having C.J. Mosley out there, that's going to be a huge loss for the Jets. Obviously, the whole situation with C.J. Mosley sucks. The fact that, he first went down and he was even, I think, doubtful or questionable going into the Monday night game the week after. So either they completely misdiagnosed the injury or they just straight up lied to us, which I would probably assume the latter. So you consider the way they've handled that situation, either, misdiagnosing it or, just giving fans the runaround week after week. And then you look at the way that the quarterback situation was handled last week where, Luke Falk didn't get any first-team reps until Friday. And realistically, if we're being honest, they should have signed another veteran, as soon as Simeon went down back in week 2. So there's a lot of things to question about this team, but like I keep saying, the first quarter of the season's over. It's a clean slate, okay? Whether or not it's fair or not that Adam Gase got to use the excuse of not having the quarterback, that's your own judgment. I don't want to keep talking about that stuff because it's irrelevant. If Sam Darnold produces, and I don't want to keep saying this, but I know I said it last video a bunch, if Sam Darnold produces under Adam Gase, all these conversations that we're having about firing him, looking for a new coach, they all go away. They all go away. Will it still cover all of the issues that we potentially might have with Adam Gase? No. I think there's still a lot of red flags, and it sucks that we've seen so many of them in the first 4 games. But again, at the end of the day, if Sam Darnold is producing and the offense is putting up points, Adam Gase is going to get some time to get this whole thing figured out. So I know some of you are just rooting for the ship to completely sink and things to go up in flames this year so we can move on. I can't have that approach. I still want to see Sam play well. I'd still like to see these guys figure it out under Adam Gase, but I'm also going to be realistic, and I'm going to judge the results that I see. So like I keep saying, earn the trust, earn the patience that you want to see. If you're coming out here with your quarterback back and you're still not able to put up points, against the Cowboys and then the following week against the Patriots, and this offense is still sputtering, you've got some questions. You got some questions and you got to find answers. And I hope that Joe Douglas is not going to look at this like, Adam Gase brought me in, so I have to stick with him and I have to give him more time. The worst thing they could do is drag this out if you're not seeing the results. Why waste a second year or a third year like we've done in the past with coaches like Bowles and others that have shown us a lot of signs early on, but we found reasons to give them an extra year or an extra 2 years. We found excuses. They didn't have a quarterback. They didn't have playmakers. But at the end of the day, we see it all around the league. The good coaches, they're innovative and they find ways to get it done, right? We saw it even with the Giants last night, a team that I don't think anyone thinks is coached up well. They were still doing it, right? Look at the Niners on Monday night, the way that offense was rolling. Those are the things that we want to see. Those are the things we need to see. if we're going to have confidence in Gase going forward. So again, we're live tonight, 8 o'clock. Call in 929-477-2651. We'll be talking Jets all night, previewing Jets and Cowboys. So talk to you guys then.